What is going on, everybody? This is the Duck, and I'm coming back at you with another Madden 19 video. This is a MUT 19 tips video on training points. Is training worth it? How does the system work? I'm gonna explain it all to you guys, and I'm gonna simplify it for you. But first off, if you're new to the channel, smash that sub button and hit that bell, because we're gonna have videos like this coming out all the time, and you don't wanna miss out almost at 2,000 subs. Let's keep it going, guys. Without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. So, Madden 19 came out with a new system this year to train your cards. So let's take a look at how this works. So there are cards in here called the power-up cards. So the way it works is you can get these power-up cards and upgrade them. So we can hit the upgrade button here, and they have different tiers. Tier 1 is for chemistry slot. I wouldn't worry about these chemistry slots just yet. We'll talk about that more in a different video. Tier 1 is going to upgrade certain stats. Chemistry, this one is going to boost and open up a chemistry slot, so it doesn't really boost the player at all. The tier 2, it gives another boost to the player. Now, the going rate for cards are these. Now, there's different ways to get training points. As you can see, I got 148 training points there. There's different ways of getting training points, but the best way to do it is you're going to quick sell your card. Let me give you an example of how to quick sell a card, and we're just going to look at some silvers here. What cards can you use to upgrade or sell? So let's look at this card right here, this Reggie Davis card. It's a 64. You could quick sell this guy for 4 training. Now, how much is the going rate for a training point? You shouldn't spend more than 100 coins per training point. That is the ratio you should keep in mind. This is the ratio I'm going to use here. I don't pay for more than 100 points for training points. I've seen a lot of videos out there where they'll say, what are the best cards to buy? What are the best cards to sell? You know, somebody said, hey, buy this this one card. It's worth 50,000 coins, and you can go ahead and trade it in. You'll get 375 training points. The market fluctuates. So that particular card, as soon as that video came out, that card, instead of selling for 40,000 coins, it now sells for 90,000 coins because people are going out and buying it. And people are seeing, okay, I'm going to get those training points, but you're paying too much. If you're getting 375 training points, in reality, you should only pay 37,500. Now that's how we do the calculation here. So for example, this card right here, you shouldn't pay more than 400 coins for this card. Now what's this card going for? Let's take a look. So this card right here goes for 550. You're paying, if you bought this card at 550 coins, you're paying too much. You're paying too much. You're better off selling this silver here. That's what I do. I just put them up, sell them, and then I look for cards where I could get 10 training points for 1,000 coins. If I find a card that's worth 200 training points, I'm not going to pay more than 20,000 coins. If you keep that in mind, you'll always get the perfect value or get the right value. Now, if you find a card that's under that ratio where you're paying 90 coins per training point, then do it. There are certain cards that you can feed into your power-up card. Okay, so you got your power-up cards, and then you got your core elites. The core elites are the only ones. Now, if you look at this card right here, you'll see it has that purple arrow with the 2 lines next to it, so with a purple arrow pointing up. That means it can be used to feed into your power card, a power upgrade card. Also, I want to point out that this one has an NAT. This is a non-auctionable and tradable card. So in other words, you can't sell this card. You could just use it, quick sell it for the training points. Now, once you upgrade the card, okay, once you apply any training to it, this card is not going to be able to be sold unless you remove these things. Okay, now whenever you want to remove, and this is a bad idea, don't ever upgrade a card you know you'll be removing the stuff off of the training points, because here I had to pay for this chemistry slot. I had to pay 5. If I was to remove this, I would get 2. So I would automatically lose 3 training points there. It's a waste of training points. You just lost 300 coins. So just understand that. We don't want to refund that upgrade. So let's look at this one right here, the Stephon Gilmore. It's an 84. This card right here, it sells for 275 training points. This card should be going for about 27,500. Let's take a look at it real quick. It's going for 46. You would be paying way too much for 275 training points unless you just want Gilmore on your team. Hope you guys understand that. Okay, now if it had a nat, like this Anthony Barr here, if it had a nat, it would sell for half of its training points. If you see there, that's 138 training points. That's if this card was not a nat. I got this through a solo and picked it up out of a solo pack where it was a non-auctionable trainable card, and it would be 275 training points if it didn't have that nat logo on there. But because it does, you'd only get half of the training points. All right, so understand that before you quick sell all your nat cards. Okay, now with that being said, is it worth trading up your card? Okay, so I'm gonna show you the example. We already know that we're only paid 100 coin training point. Now I'm gonna show you guys something here. So let's talk about a power-up card. Now if you're gonna power up a card, you want to power up a card that is gonna have, once you have it fully powered up, it's going to be close to or is going to be high enough to really make an impact on your team. That means you should go for the best cards that are going to fit your scheme. For this example, we're going to talk about arguably the best left tackle in the game, David Bakhtiari. I've looked it up on Mudhead. He has the best passing stats. He is the best anchor in the team on the game. By far the best left tackle in the game. He's an 86. This card right here goes for about a 75, 80K. Think about that. Okay, let's just say 80K. Bakhtiari power card is right here. So we're going to look at the power card. This card right here, you can pick him up for about between 1,000 to 2,000 coins. If you picked him up for 1,000 coins, that would be a good deal. So let's just say he's worth about 1,500 coins. It's about 1,500 coins. We got one here that hasn't been upgraded yet. If you look here, this card has not been upgraded. It has all the training points. Now, you can upgrade this guy at tier 9. It would improve that 86 to an 87. You combine both those cards. Now, understand, if you wanted to sell the cards, you could break apart the whole card. You could break it apart and then take off the chemistries, and you'd only get half. So we're going to go ahead and count up all these here. All these training points come out to 288. So if I was to go ahead and feed in training points to bring this guy up to the level right before I needed to trade in the other card, this is how much you spend. 4 or 5, 4 or 5. I already added all these up. It comes out to 288 training points. Is what you would need to get this card to an 84 overall. Now, we were to do that. I already did that for you guys. And including the price of the card, you could say it's about 30,000 coins. So about 30,000 coins, you could get this card up to an 84. Now, that I already did that for you guys here. For this example, I already brought him up to an 86. The next step would be to feed in that card. I haven't done that yet. I'm going to show you guys the difference between the two stats. Okay, how much better is it to pay 80,000 coins for this card or bring this up to 30,000 coins without needing this card here? Let's take a look at it, guys. All right, so we're going to do a comparison here. If you see here, for 50,000 coins more, you get 1 more strength. You get 2 more awareness points, 2 more pass block points, 2 more pass block power points, 2 more pass block finesse points, 2 more run block points, and so on and so forth. Basically, you're seeing the trend here. That card is a 2 points overall more. Is it worth 50,000 coins to put that card in there? I'm going to leave that up to you guys. I did this for this example. I'm going to probably put this card because I know I'm going to be using this left tackle for quite some time. But yeah, if I had to do it all over again, I would have just got this David Bakhtiari card and upgraded him up to an 84, and I would have been okay with that. Save me 50,000 coins, upgrade other cards on the team. Okay? So that's what I wanted to explain to you guys here. Yes, it's better to power up the card up to the point where you need to put in core elite. It is worth it. For this example, it's definitely worth it. But the only way it's worth it is if you stick to the ratio of only paying 100 coins per training point. Now, that's going to fluctuate throughout the year. The game just came out a week ago. Right now, the ratio that I would pay is 100 coins per training point. That may change later on. Later on, it may drop to 0.8. You know, it might drop off to I would get a 70 for 75 coins for a training point. I already know that they are going to be coming out with some training point packs where people are just going to buy these points and upgrade them because they don't want to mess with, you know, auctions and stuff like that. There's people out there that don't want to mess with the auctions. But if you were smart, don't feed your silvers into these things. You're losing out on about 300 to 400 coins. You could be getting more points for your coins. You could be getting more value out of your time. Sell off all your silvers, sell off your golds. Sell a card, let's say a gold that's a 70 that goes for about 1,000. Pick it up. If it's going for 950, you're paying 950 coins for 10 training points. Jump on it quick. So this is my tip for you guys. Well, guys, I hope this video helps you guys understand how training points work. I would like to know your thoughts, your questions, your comments. If you have any suggestions, if there's something new you know, or if you need more explanation, go ahead and leave a comment. I will answer your comments. Smash those like buttons and stay tuned. Make sure if you're new to the channel, hit that sub button, turn those bell notifications on. We'll have more videos coming up. This is the Duck. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out.